What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nikolai Espresso, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today, I thought we'd bring back something that is a little bit of fun to take a look at, and some people maybe get some good laughs out of it, maybe they get something else, but we're gonna be bringing back something that was a cool little comparison video that I thought, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. You guys crushed all the expectations of those videos by well over what my average videos do, so I appreciate all the support on that in the past, but figured we'd bring it back and take another look at it here, take a look a little bit further back, because I believe the last one that we did was Call of Duty 2, so let's take a look back and see how Black Ops 3 on last gen fares against Call of Duty 1, the original Call of Duty from 2003. So let's jump right into it. Let's take a look firstly at Black Ops 3 on last generation Xbox 360 Awakening gameplay. In the background you'll be seeing from a little bit now over a year ago, which is pretty crazy to think about, but it is still something that is a lot of fun to take a look at, whether you really enjoy how it looks or just think it looks very funny for a 360 game in 2016. I guess that's really all personal preference and what you guys believe. I've mentioned this many times before because we've done this a couple of times, but for the way it looks, I would not blame Beenox and Mercenary Technology. Of course, a lot of people really jump on their case because they were the primary developers on the port for the 360 and PlayStation 3, but in all actuality, if I were to say how much is to blame on them, I wouldn't say all that much, because when you take a look at just how much content, how much graphical fidelity the game has, that is a lot of stress for a 360 or PlayStation 3 to uphold. 2016 and 2017 are really now starting to focus the shift of development into a lot more high quality graphics, lightings, textures, all that stuff. And for a console that is now over a decade old, that's just simply not all that possible to handle all that in technology that isn't as near capable as what the current generation consoles have in them to run those sort of things. So it is something where there's a lot of hardware limitations, but all in all, it still is something that I personally don't think that 360 and PlayStation 3 should have really gotten a port, but that's just me. But because of that, it does take down the quality quite a bit. Now let's blast all the way back to the past, Call of Duty 1, 2003's initial release of Call of Duty. Now, is this something that of course is going to be anything near fantastic, even though it can be played on PC and it was initially released for PC? Not necessarily. A lot back then has changed. Since then to now, there is a lot more that goes into game development. There's a lot more advanced technologies that go into it, and that's why PC Master Race is the giant meme of the internet, because, well, PCs are a lot more powerful than consoles, and games that are developed specifically for PC have a ton put into them that just make them hyper-realistic, photorealistic, whatever it may be. But back in the day, 2003, it was still on that cusp of the 90s era games where it's starting to get into stuff that looks more realistic, but it is still relatively low poly count models that go into everything from the scenery to the actual characters themselves. So it's not anything that is incredibly too realistic, but when you take a look at texture-wise and everything, it's actually astoundingly close to what Black Ops 3 on the 360 and PlayStation 3 looks like, which is the reasoning for this comparison. It's very dull, very dumbed down, and I think that's just, to me, the weirdest thing about this. Of course, a lot more has gone into, say, weapon models that maybe look a lot better, and some of the HUD icons look better and all that kind of stuff. But when you take a look at some of the peripherals and the different textures for maps and everything, that's where the comparison really starts to come into full effect, and where you can kind of see where this isn't all that far off. And that's the really weird part to me, that 2016 yielding a game that still you can kind of draw comparisons over. Of course, I don't think that this is anything that you can still 100% nail to a T and say, you know what, Call of Duty 1 is better than Black Ops 3 graphically, but for something that is 2016 based and where we have everything spoiled with the PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One versions, it is definitely something that's really weird to look at maybe how similar the two are. But all in all, that is where we're gonna wrap it up once again with these little showcases. They're just quick comparison videos to kind of give you guys an idea of, well, maybe this is kind of closer than we thought. But I would love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Once again, I mean absolutely no disrespect to Beenox and Mercenary, because a lot of this doesn't fall on their end. It falls on the hardware limitations on a game that is so large in textures, graphics, content, everything like that. It just really bottlenecks down into what the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 are even capable of. So all that said and out of the way, I'd love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Do you guys think it's a little bit astounding that this is so similar to a game that is now 14 years old, or rather almost 14 years old? Or do you guys think it's not all that bad? Do you think it's something that, you know what, it happens, something like that. Whatever it may be, feel free to drop it down there in the comment section down below. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding Call of Duty, Modern Warfare Mastered, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, COD 2017, all that good stuff. We got you covered here up on the channel. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that is the best place to get connected with me here outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below if you guys want to toss a follow. But all that said, thank you dudes so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. My name's Graphical Espresso. Take care and peace.